All right. Good. Now, if you look at this particular zone, if you look at this particular area, see, this thing I'm teaching you, this principle I'm teaching you, it works for anything that has chart on it, candlestick, bar chart, line chart. It works on any market that has this particular chart you are seeing. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying.
Yes, we are.
If you understand this concept and use only this concept only to trade, you will be in profits. Just understand the main time frame and how it breaks out. It works in crypto. In short, if you want to enjoy crypto very well, pause, wait for crypto, Bitcoin, Ethereum, BNB, any of the coin to hit a particular resistance from the higher time frame, either the weekly or the monthly. And when they break out from that particular time frame, just go and buy and hold it for any amount of months, 3 months, 4 months, and you will see what is happening. It works for every chart that has candlestick on it. We are now going deeper into, if you notice, I am not just showing you the main time frame. I also show you people how the retracement started and how the retracement ended. Yes or no?
Yeah. Yes, boss.
Good.
Yes,
I'm not only showing you just the main time frame. I'm showing you how the retracement starts and how the retracement ends and how the market continues. So in a nutshell, I am bringing everything together to show you the dynamic, the methodology, how price moves. The only thing that will not work out is what? When you don't give the market time and when you can't control your emotions and when you are too greedy. Your psychological effect is the only thing that is going to separate you from winning. But this system is how the market moves. This is how the market works. So let me continue. Let me continue. David, sorry. Now, what happened? Because of it is the daily time frame that is controlling this region. That is why we have what? Price stalled for over how many bars? 17 to 19 bars. And when we have the daily time frame breakout, what happened? You saw price shoot up, right? Now we have another zone where daily time frame becomes the opposition bar, the main time frame. Yes or no?
Yes.
Good. Now from the daily, price breaks out, continue moving, form another daily time frame opposition bar. Why am I using the daily? It is because of what? The daily is the highest time frame that has that opposition bar, not the 4 hours. It is not these 4 hours. Can you see? It is actually the daily. This is the daily time frame. Now, price breaks out from this daily time frame top again. Form this. Now, look at what happened there. Let me go to I'm back. Sorry. Good. Now, if you notice something at this particular region, 4 hour became the what? All right, I'm back. Sorry. Now, at this particular zone, if you notice, the 4 hour here gave us a what? A John the Baptist formation, right? Yes or no, please?
Yes.
Good. And did what? And we now have the retracement. Now, the retracement started And what happened? It lasted for so long. Why did it last for so long? Let us go back and see. Now, this is with the retracement area, the reaccumulation. Now, let's go to the daily. This is the daily time frame. Look at it. Now, since we said the highest time frame with the what? With the opposition bar is the main time frame, right?
Yes, yes.
Now, look at the 4 hours. The 4 hours has this. The 4 hours has this opposition. The daily has this opposition. Now, the weekly also, does weekly have it? Okay, we did not have it here in the weekly time frame. Now, which time frame do you think is the main time frame? Is it the weekly, the daily, or the 4 hours?
Still daily.
It's still daily,
It's
right?
daily.
Good. And now when we have a breakout from this daily time frame, now let me now talk about how this thing come into play, this particular pattern here. If you go to the 1 hour time frame, you will notice one thing. And what is that? The divergence. The divergence came. Are you seeing the divergence? I'm trying to show you how we have that retracement. Can you see the divergence?
Yes.
And we have a break in what? We have a break in market structure region, which is this zone. A break in market structure region. Can you see? Okay, I'm back. My service is trying to show me paper, but you know go up and we'll win. So we'll continue. We continue. But before I continue, is there anybody having any difficulty in understanding what I'm saying?
Sir, no difficulty, but I want to ask this question.
Okay.
Assuming I place a trade
Okay.
with 4 hours being my main time frame,
Okay.
maybe along the line after some period, I now notice the main time frame is now daily.
Okay.
What do I do? Do I get out and re-enter based on daily as main time frame?
The choice is yours. Now, if I'm in that scenario, what
would be the implication?
If I'm in this scenario, what I will do is this. I will either choose to remain in the trade. Okay. If my risk management is correct.
Okay.
Now, secondly,
Sorry, may I come in?
Yeah, continue.
In that case, that means I should use trailing stop loss.
No, not trailing stop loss. Listen and listen good. If my risk management is correct, yes. I will leave the trade because I know it is two scenarios. It is either the daily time frame will form a retracement pattern to hit our daily time frame target. Then I will know that what? I can edge it out. You get the point?
Okay. Sir.
At least I can sell and buy at the same time. This particular thing I'm saying cost me a lot last month. Why? Because the risk management was very high and very bad. I did not manage the risk well, and there was no time for me to sit down and focus on the trade because of my school activities. I just have to pause. You get? But what I would do in that scenario, this is what I will still do the same thing. I'm going to wait and see the direction of the market. If it's giving me a daily time frame retracement signal, I will enter a counter trade. Now, when I enter a counter trade, I will wait for that counter trade to hit the target. Then I will continue holding my trend trade because I know it is a trend market.
Okay.
Then I'll wait for price to do what? Break out from the daily. Now, if it is not a daily retracement trade, I will know that within 3 to 4 days, I'm supposed to continue the trend. But if it is, I know that within 8 to 10, 12 days, I'm still going to be in a what? A retracement market.
Okay.
Good. Now let's continue. Okay. Now let's continue. Look at, we have the divergence here and we have the break in market structure telling you that what? Price is trying to do what? Retrace down to the daily time frame moving average. And when it has the touch of the daily time frame moving average, what happened? Let's go back to the 1 hour. Can you see the divergence? Can you see the 1 hour divergence? You can see the divergence.
Yes.
And we have the break in market structure. This is the break in market structure here also at this particular zone. And what happened? Price breaks the market structure and continue to do what? Go higher. You get the point now? Now, at this particular area where we are seeing, so many, opposition bar. So many opposition bar. Now, let's go back. This is the daily. Now, at this
particular, before that, so many. Say before that, so many opposition bar.
Okay, now look at this particular zone. At this particular first area, I'm going to mark with a check sign. This.
Sorry, sir. Looking at that your rectangle.
Okay.
Where we have so many opposition bar. There is a John the Baptist bar.
They want to
before the rectangle, just before the rectangle.
Yeah, there is a John the Baptist bar before the rectangle. These are the John the Baptist bar. This, right?
Yes. This
is another one, right?
Yes.
This is another one here, right?
Yes.
Good. Now, this particular one here, we go to the daily time frame for the first rectangle. Look at it. This is the first rectangle here. The daily time, the 4 hour happens to be the what? The main time frame, right?
The main time frame.
Now, at the second rectangle, it is now the daily that is the main time frame, right?
Yes.
Now, at the third rectangle, what happened? Price change. The daily was still the what? The main time frame. But what happened? Let's continue and see what happened. What happened is this. We have a daily time frame signal to tell us that what? Price wants to what? Sell. And how do we know that? Let's check. Look at it. Can you see the divergence from the daily? From the 1 hour, from this top to this place. Can you see divergence?
Yes.
Can you see divergence playing out?
Yes.
And we have a break in the market structure. Can you see the break in market structure? To give us the what? The daily time frame moving average.
A question.
Yes, sir.
So why using divergence?
Okay.
Do we still need to stick to main time frame, or can we use it on any time frame?
Remember, I told you, I said your divergence time frame. I don't want to confuse us. Go back to the divergence class. Listen to it again. Okay. You will see I make reference to the divergence time frame, the main time frame, and the target time frame.
Okay. Yes, I use the divergence.
Now,
MACD. Because I use MACD.
Yeah, it's MACD.
But the setting of my MACD is different from the default. Must it be default setting?
I use the default setting. Any chart I use a default setting.
Okay.
Good. Now, if you look at it, at the end of this particular day, this particular place, this is where price touches the what? The moving average of the daily. But what happened at the end of the week? Look at the week. The week closes as a what? As a what?
It closes below.
A bearish bar. So we now have a weekly time frame what? Opposition bar, right?
Yes.
And what happened? Go down to the 4 hour. You will see that the 4 hours also have a what? A divergence that close at the end of the week. Can you see the divergence? And we have a break here of the 4 hour market structure level. This is the 4 hour market structure level. This is the 4 hour market structure level. Now that is why it's going to touch the what? The weekly time frame what? Moving average. Now I talk about the time and price theory, right?
Yes.
Good. Now if you look at it, we're having a what? A divergence right from where market touched the moving average. Look at it. From this area, we now have a what? A divergence. Can you see the divergence?
Yes.
See the divergence. Now what are we waiting for? We are looking for what? A break in the market structure since we have a divergence. A break in the market structure, which is this particular zone here. This particular zone here. A break in this market structure at the end of the week. Now, if the week closes bullish bar and it closes above this zone here, price is going to go back up to where it is coming from to touch this sky. You get my point, sir?
Very fantastic.
Now, this is the main time frame for you. And like I said, you can apply it anywhere. You can apply it anywhere, anywhere, anywhere. Anywhere you like, it can be applied. You can apply it on Binance. You can apply it on indices. You can apply it on Forex. The only thing that will be your stumbling block is your psychology. Mr. Adamu, this is the second class. This is the second class, so you won't be able to understand it fully. So when I upload the first class, you should go back and watch the video on the first class, then join it with this, then you'll be able to understand it very clearly. David, the thing is, the class is recorded, so I'm very, very sure you understand it. And when I'm very, very sure you understand it. I will still come back to this because all of you must understand this particular concept. This is the key. It is also a key in this trading system. So any other question?
Yes, another question. Yes, sir. I wanted to. Sorry, it's like I will take you a little bit backward.
Okay.
I want to know how to really take a trade.
You want to know how to
on this time frame? If you scroll back on this time frame,
wait. You want to know
how to take trade? How to enter a trade?
Yeah, I know. Our last.
How to enter a trade without being stopped out.
Yeah, I know.
By the time they are changing hands.
Yes, I know.
I think it is uptrend. It will now come down to.
I know you want to know all that. So, what is going to happen is this: when we get there, you will see it. Okay. That is the last part of the class. How to enter a trade. That is the last part of the class. How to enter a trade. So when we get there, you will see it. Oh.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
It's the entry strategy is going to come. The strategy to trade the breakout, the strategy to trade the trend, the strategy to trade the retracement is going to come. How to enter your trade is going to come. So, but we want us to take it step by step.
Thank you, sir.
Want us to take it step by step. I'm trying to see if this Binance app was going to work. So I can just show you areas where the main time frame work out. Because I fully, it works in every aspect. In as much that what you are seeing there is a chart, it's going to work. In as much as what you are seeing there is a chart, it's going to work. You get the point?
Yes, sir.
So let's just see if this is going to come up. It's not coming up. Right, I guess we're going to see something. The chart is not loaded. Chart is not loaded. I can actually load. I can actually load crypto chart from here. Let me see if we have BTC. There's no BTC chart here. There's no BTC. I would have loved us to see an example of BTC. This is for only indices. So please, any questions? If you have questions, just let me know. Please, the main time frame is important. Master, see, when you go back, take a pen. Don't just listen. Listen, watch, and look at your MT4 chart. Go to the 1 minute, go to the 5 minutes. The same methodology I applied from the 4 hours down to the daily, to the weekly, is the same thing you will apply from the 1 minute down to the 1 monthly. The main time frame always changes. It changes until they get to the peak. They retrace the market. The same way they retrace the market is the same way they will end the retracement. The same way they will start the retracement is the same way they will end the retracement. They will continue the trend, break out. When they break out, they continue trading. So please let us have this at the back of our mind. Let's have this at the back of our mind. The main time frame is key. Good. We have something here. Now let's watch this. Can you see my screen?
Yes, sir.
This is the Binance chart, right?
Yes.
Good. Now, we want to look at the main time frame here. We want to know which is the main time frame. Let me go to the weekly and see if the weekly is not. So I will get plenty history. Let's see if BTC can come up. I need a particular chart with a lot of history so I can go back. I need a chart with a lot of history. Okay, but all people are buying coins, all these shit coins. While we wait for this to move.
So,
are you buying shit coins?
We don't have much information on it. Maybe
you don't have much knowledge, Abi?
Exactly.
Okay, a time will come, we'll talk about that. But for now, okay, now look at this. This is a 4-hour time frame chart. This is a 4-hour time frame chart. This is the 4-hour time frame chart. Load. Like I should use big. Are you sure you're not analyzing big? I want us to analyze big. What is wrong with this Binance? Load chart for us now. All right, let's use this original. Now looking at this, this is the 4-hour time frame. Now look at this crosshair here. At this particular zone here. At this particular zone here. Let's start from here. Not responding. All right, at this particular zone here, can you see my trend line?
Yes.
Good. Now at this particular zone, what happened? Is this a 4-hour main time frame or a daily main time frame? Let's see. The price did what? Formed it here. Let's go to the daily. It's not Binance now. Wow. Okay, now this is our trend line. Can you see from the daily time frame what happened? The daily time frame is not the main time frame, right?
Yeah.
It is the 4 hours. Now this is what they do. If we switch, the thing will take time to load. If we switch to load.
Yes, so does divergence work with variance?
Divergence will work with everything. It will work with everything. Just try it and see. Try it and see. Back test it and see. I don't know. It's taking time. It's taking time. Actually, the break is not going. All right, let's come back. Now look at it. This place, 4 hours was the main time frame, right?
Yes, yes.
And what happened? Price went higher again. We have the breakout. Look at immediately price breaks above that our trend line. It moves higher again. Can you see? It gets to this point. Now, on getting to this point, it formed another what? On getting to this point, it formed another area where the 4 hour is still the what? The main time frame. Why? How did I know? Go to the daily. Look at it. It's just 2 bars, and that 2 bars is not up to the 6 bars of daily, right? Look at it. At this zone. Yeah, this is where the rectangle is. But what happened? It did not what? It is not the daily that is the main time frame. It is still the 4 hours. And that is why what happened to price? What happened to price at this zone? Yeah. This zone. Price breaks above it.
The price drop.
Breaks above it and continue going higher. But what happened there? If this will permit us, let me see if I can get the indicator list and add MACD. All right, MACD. Now, when we get to this particular spot, yeah, this particular spot. Now, let's go to the 1 hour. I just pray this thing will load faster because we have just 7 minutes more. All right, it did. Let's go to the 1 hour and see if we have the divergence. Now, this is the 1 hour. This is what we have in this thing. And this is our trend line. Are you seeing the divergence?
Yeah.
Are you seeing the divergence? I want to draw trend line. I'm not using this thing. Can't we draw the trend line? I guess I can't draw this trend line. I can't draw the trend line here, but you people can see the trend line with your eyes now, just from this place to this particular level here.
Yeah.
Can you see it?
Yes.
From this place, yeah, down to this place. Can you see the divergence? Are you seeing the divergence?
Yes, sir.
You can see the divergence played out very well. The divergence played out very well. And this is our market structure. This is our market structure level. And this is our market structure level. This is our market structure level. What happened? What did we see price do? Look at it. After forming the divergence, what happened? Break the market structure level. What happened? We saw what? Price drop down. price drops down. Can you see?
Yes.
Now, price dropped down. Now, I want to know why price went back up. Why did price went back up? Let's see. Are you seeing the divergence from this zone? Look at the divergence from here. Up movement. Down movement. Are you seeing the divergence?
Yes.
Break in market structure. Are you seeing the break in market structure? And what happened?
Yes.
Price rally, and before we have the shoot up. Can you see that the same concept happens there in Binance?
Yes.
The same concept happened over and over again in Binance. So you have to understand the main time frame, understand the main time frame, understand the act, the psychology behind retracement, understand the psychology behind retracement, understand the main time frame, understand divergence. Then you are 50% good to go. So you can even sit down and think of your own strategy. But in as much you follow that thing, the life, death, lifespan, the timing. You understand? The life, when it started, the retracement, where it started the retracement from, the lifespan, the market structure, the time frame, you need to understand the timing. That's why it's the timing. Then from the timing, the next thing is what? The depth. Did we have a break of the market structure to continue the previous trend or so? You get the point? Are we there?
Yes, sir.
To get the this thing also, so you can see that you just have to understand this. It happens over and over and over and over again. It happens over and over and over again. Anywhere, in as much as we are having the chart, in as much as we have the chart, it is going to play out. You just have to be patient. I don't pause because I know it's going to play out, and I know. And I keep on saying, once you know forex, you know crypto, you know indices. You know forex, you know crypto, you know indices. You know anything. We have the chart on it. And this thing I just tell you is going to play out everywhere you go. Everywhere you go. Everywhere you go. The main time frame, the way the retracement will happen, the way the retracement will happen, and every other thing is going to play out everywhere you go. You just have to wait for it, wait for the right time. You have to wait for it and wait for the right time. Then you can take your entries. So we'll still go back to the entries. We'll still talk about the entries. I'm taking this class little by little. We'll talk about the entries. Then from the entries, we'll go back to the retracement, psychology of the retracement market. That one is so broad and is rough. So I want to take my time to talk more on it. So I believe we are done for today's class. Thank you. I really appreciate everybody for your time, for giving me that particular time, the freedom to sit down, read my book, focus on other things, and still even delay people. I can't thank you enough. I really, really appreciate. God bless you. God bless you. Thank you. Thank you. I know very well we are going to finish this class. It's going to come to an end at the end of the time, but thank you. I cannot hide it. I really appreciate. God bless you. I appreciate. Thank you for this. God bless you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So, all right. Oh, our backbone. Is that our voice? I thought I had a female voice now.
Namina.
Samuel, God bless you. I thank you for everything you've been doing. God bless you. And Mr. Damu, thank you. Mr. Femi, I really appreciate you. Remember when you called me and told me about watching my YouTube channel videos, and there's some words you made use of, and I really appreciate those words. Really gave me the boost I need, gave me more confidence, and gave me everything I need. I really appreciate it. Kelvin, God bless you. God bless you for being patient. God bless you. Mickey, Mikey, I know you met us halfway, but I'm very, very sure with your determination you will end up the class before then. But the class still continues. I won't just end it here. When we continue, we continue. I can most times come together also once in a month program or so. So thank you. God bless you. Mr. Engineer, I cannot say so much. I can't say so much about your fatherly figure. I really appreciate. God bless you. Joshua, my boss, my hometown G, my G. Thank you. God bless you. I really appreciate. Thank you. Thank you. I guess we'll be doing more of this Binance video. Do you know what you know what you people do for me? Just take the 1 bar stop loss strategy and put in your Binance.